I think we start when we hit start.
You know what? That's not always true.
Yeah.
Sometimes we hit start and we don't.
Okay. So how we doing today, Jack?
We're doing great. Right?
We're doing great.
Doing great.
Great.
This is me. I'm putting on a face for everyone, Rich.
Don't put on a face. Just be yourself.
I'm being a clown like I'm fucking supposed to.
If you're fucking miserable, be fucking miserable. I am.
I'm a little miserable today, yeah.
You know the kind of day I've had, Jack? You know what kind of day I've had?
Spilled beer on myself. What?
Karen bought me a new shirt. It's the kind of day I've had.
That fucking bitch. What kind of shirt was it?
It's a Spider-Man shirt.
Oh, it's a nice shirt. It's a nice shirt.
I came home. She's like, I got you a shirt. You see it? It's on the couch.
Yeah.
She bought me a Spider-Man shirt, Jack.
Yeah.
It's Todd McFarlane.
Oh.
I had to pretend I liked it.
Ew.
Because I'm wearing fucking Todd McFarlane on my chest.
Ew. Okay, you know what? And I just noticed the color. It's a nice red color, and I like the red and red, but I did not notice the artist. I'm sorry, Rich.
Wearing a shirt designed by an overrated hack with absolutely zero storytelling capabilities.
An average at best artist. An average at best artist with minimal storytelling capabilities. Absolutely. Ay. Is that plugged in?
It is plugged in. The game doesn't seem to recognize it.
How about now? Great. This is going to be a short stream, I'll tell you what. Nope. What happened there? Oh, because I bet you're not on. Oh, I get it. Oh, wait, get the chat back up.
Wait a minute.
You know what's going on.
No, I don't really know what's going on.
We weren't on the game. We weren't clicked on the game. No, there's no rant. There's no rant to be had. We're just having a rough day. We're just having a rough day, which is fine, because we're here now, and
there we go.
We're gonna play some Dead Cells, and it's gonna be fine. Everything is going to be fine. 5-minute stream. No, like, and my rough day all culminated. I was all ready to ride my bike to the studio today, because I really enjoy riding my bike.
Whoop, I'll go back to default. I didn't want to change anything. Oh no.
Oh God, Rich. Wait, if you go to back, maybe it'll ask you to keep your changes.
Nope.
Oh God. Oh God, everything's A now, Rich. Oh God, perfect.
All right, we're gonna. All right, new plan. New plan. We're gonna do an A run.
Okay. Nothing but the everything is mapped to the A input, because apparently there's no way to go back to default controller scheme. I love it, Rich. Go. Do it. Go. New game. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Little note to Dead Cell developers. Have a way to get us back to the default controller layout in case. First of all, our everything A run is going great so far, because of course A is also mapped to pause.
There is no way to get this back to a default?
There's no way to get this back.
Why would they do that?
Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. No, my story was I was ready to ride my bike to the studio, and My tube is broken, and there's no way. What if you go to miscellaneous in a completely different menu? No. Oh, restore default options.
Okay, okay.
Maybe. Maybe.
Okay.
There we go. So in a completely different menu is restore default options.
Something to consider, Dev.
Just a heads up. By the way, you're welcome that we could play test this for you. You're very, very welcome.
That's what early access is for. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Double jump, that's neat.
Or you guys are stupid. It was in a different menu. Usually the set default controls is in the control menu. Loner Archon, get the fuck out of here. We are playing with a 360 controller, a USB 360 controller. Whoa. This looks cool.
Oh, you're in a bad mood. You didn't want to play games.
Yep.
So, you know, you can go fuck off.
I'm just saying this looks cool. I'm not saying I want to play or care about it, but it looks cool. I enjoy the art style, and the combat looks fluid and satisfying.
What was that? I couldn't hear you, Jack. I was having fun playing this game.
Jack is in a bad mood. How ironic. I know. Usually I'm not in a bad mood very often. You know, a lot of things are compounding, including moderating our YouTube comments has been extra fun lately.
Why?
Because our
the Wolfenstein?
Our Wolfenstein videos just went up on YouTube, and apparently it's a thing for people, and so just a ton of racist stuff gets
Nazi, right?
A bunch of people insinuating that they weren't so bad, and whether that's joking or not, it's shit that I don't want in the comment section. Plus just general super racist fare. So moderating has been a lot of fun lately. YouTube comments in general are often, yeah, Pillows Row, but the extra awful. I've been playing a little bit of PUBG at home. I enjoy it. I still get some fulfillment out of it. Last couple of days I've been editing the episode. Rich and I did an episode on it. So that episode should be up later this week. And that has been Tickle?
Tickle?
That's a tickle?
All right.
Tickle harder. It didn't do anything?
No.
Oh. No. Right, Aimless Corsair? Nazis are popular with racist assholes? Who knew? Right? We like to call PUBG plunk butt. Okay. That Jack Trigger Joyce, that's right. That Hitler guy was a real jerk. That's true. That's really true. I still have not won a round in PUBG. I will tell you that. I've gotten to, I think the highest I've gotten to is 3rd. I've gotten to place number 3, and I was really excited about that. And when it gets down to the final 5, and the map shrinks to a very small circle, it completely changes the game.
Yeah.
Because then it actually turns into a firefight, but everyone has equipment.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the main ship battle finale of FTL, where it's just a very different game.
Well, the circle, I got to rank 5. Hold on. I gotta have fun killing these things.
Of course, this looks very fun. Oh,
My body was desecrated.
you lost 5 cells.
How many did I have?
Yeah, 5. I'm gonna guess. Oh. All right. So yeah, it was very exciting. It was very, very exciting getting to Final 3, and I look forward to blocked. Eat it. I do look forward to playing more as soon as I get the episode edited, which should be rather quick. We, obviously, like as far as gameplay goes in PUBG, there's not a whole lot you can talk about.
You shoot, and then
you collect the things and you shoot the other people, right? And so, it's actually going to be a very short episode. As far as your original plan, I'm gonna share with them what your original plan was.
All right.
If you remember,
not necessarily.
A very funny idea that Rich had is I had some gameplay footage where for a very extended amount of time I was just hiding in a bush.
Yeah.
And of course I record all my gameplay, and so I have several hours of gameplay. And what I discovered was it's about 8.5 minutes straight. Rich,
yeah.
Of me just hiding in a bush and looking around, but I never leave the bush for 8.5 solid minutes.
Yeah.
And that's the PUBG experience. So unfortunately it probably won't work. So Rich had a great idea of just overlaying that uncut footage on top of the episode, like put it in the corner, and just unedited footage of hiding in a bush, right?
Yeah.
Which is a very funny idea, but the episode's probably going to be longer than 8.5 minutes.
Right.
So unfortunately, we aren't able to do that.
Didn't you have another bit where you were hiding behind a desk?
Yeah, but unfortunately, that wasn't for as long.
Okay.
I hid in the bush way longer. So but there is a little moment where we talk about all the boring stuff that happens in the game. And I use a clip from me hiding in the bush, and I'm actually just going to upload an entirely separate video called Unedited Footage of Hiding in a Bush, the PUBG Experience.
All right.
So hopefully it'll get a funny gag. Hopefully it'll be a funny gag, but oh, that's right. How long was I in that boat? I was in that boat for a rather long time. But
I don't like that.
don't like what?
Throw a knife.
You don't like the throwing knife?
Nah.
All right, no, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, a lot of the game is obviously just downtime. Oh, apparently you can use it as a secondary. Well, you have the shield as a secondary. So he probably wants that shield. Kebab? Do you need a kebab?
Oh, I see.
What?
How to do that.
Okay. Let's see here. True Blue Channel says The Long Dark is the first survival game on Steam to come off early access. What is it about that genre that the games stay in development hell? Also, can you say hi to my dad, Tom? Hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Your kid, True Blue Channel, is wasting their time watching live streamers instead of being productive. Just putting that out there. I don't know if
His
True.
dad probably watches TV.
Oh, okay.
You know, I mean, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, Jack. You again? What do you mean again? Maybe for the first time.
Is there anything about survival games that makes them particularly suited for development hell?
I have never developed a survival game, so I could not tell you.
There you go. There you go. I don't think it's survival games. I think early access has given developers another opportunity to slack off. I think it's lowered the bar for entry.
Mm-hmm.
Generally speaking, you know, even making videos, there is a high difficulty level to do it for a living, and so the high difficulty level is a built-in deterrent for anyone who just wants to half-ass it. But now, because of something like early access, a developer who, say, doesn't have their head in the game or their heart into it fully can just be like, we'll go into early access, maybe get some money, and I'll work on it here and there. And, slacking off is a theme tonight? Maybe. So that's what I worry about with stuff like early access. Is it gives developers an excuse not to give us a finished product. It's early access.
This really bothers you, and it doesn't bother me.
That's true.
At all.
That's very
like at
true.
all.
Yeah. I think
if the product they're giving me,
yeah,
even though it isn't technically finished, if it's in a state where I enjoy it, I absolutely don't give a fuck at all that it has a label on it somewhere that says early access.
But
it's semantics.
Unless, of course, people come in with the expectations that
those people are dumb.
That one day it will be finished.
Buyer beware. Like, I have to go up here, right? Well, that sucked.
Well, you know, you get to a point where it's less about buyer beware and more about truth in advertising, right?
Where was this? Where were you burned? That this is a huge issue. I'm curious.
Nowhere was I burned. I just
okay.
I'm a. Who hurt you? Who hurt you in the world of early access? My first Kickstarter campaign was a horrible failure. The first Kickstarter campaign I ever donated to was an unmitigated failure that turned me off of Kickstarter for a very long time. Who hurt you, Jack? No, I just, you know, and like I said, to me it's a truth in advertising thing where if you have a product that is for sale, then it's, oh, hey, here's the product. Buy it if you want. You know, don't buy it if you don't want it to, right? But with early access, you can always promise to fix broken things or add more stuff later. And instead of selling a product, you're selling a promise. And I don't like the loosening of the rules. Then you get into, like, you know, shady territory. Early access isn't supposed to be like Kickstarter, though. It's not a way to donate to the game, but it is. It is. That's what they use it for. They use early access to get funding to finish the game.
So you have the only proper solution is to be beholden to a large producer.
Nope. Yep.
Who will have complete control over your final product, and they'll want to, you know, Maybe they want you to do something that's a little bit dumber that'll have a broader appeal.
Absolutely. Oh,
and then you'll get the money to finish your game.
I absolutely understand the benefit to early access. This, to me, it's just not a black and white deal. There's a clear benefit to early access. A developer who normally would not finish a game could get the means to finish the game. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Remember Brutal Legend? Made by Tim Schafer.
I haven't played it, but I remember it existing.
To some degree, he could do what he wanted because he was a big name. But
yeah.
One of the publishers that game had at some point tried to force them to make it hip hop instead of heavy metal. Because our demographics show that hip hop is in with this crowd.
First of all, I would have been okay with that. Because
I totally would not have.
As you know, I enjoy hip hop, but. Skier Pill, no, enjoy whatever movie you want to enjoy. It doesn't matter what us or any critic says. If you enjoy Batman v Superman, then good for you. You found something you enjoy. They could be like Parappa the Rappa. That'd be great. No, and we've had so much success with kickstarted games, with early access games. There are success stories.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm not.
So you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
I'm being. For once, Rich, I am being skeptical, and you are not encouraging my skepticism. For once, I'm trying to be cautious. Oh, you can heal if you press left bumper? Oh.
It's fine. I don't really know what I'm doing here.
Great.
What does the chat have to say about all this?
Some agree with you, some agree with me. Now they're just talking about whether or not it should be hip-hop. Rich and I have absolutely no plans to play any sort of dating simulator.
No.
No dating simulator.
Oh, they're talking about that stupid dad one again?
They're talking about the dad one again.
No.
But we wouldn't play any dating simulator. That is not the kind of games we play. So heads up.
How does that recharge? Oh,
there was a Bebe's Kids SNES game? What?
Yeah. You didn't know this?
I did not know that. Have you seen Bebe's Kids? Do you remember that movie?
I remember Bebe's Kids.
Bebe's Kids, a movie, a cartoon based off of a C-grade comics material about his girlfriend's kids who didn't much care for him. Bebe's Kids. Up. There was a Ren and Stimpy game, yes.
They made games based on all the things.
All the things, yep.
Find a game they didn't make.
Let's see here. Haven. Have an ice life. No, have a nice life. Says, hey, Jack and Rich, are you guys interested in playing The Long Dark? It's a survival game based on the Canadian wilderness. It just released yesterday as a full game on Steam. No. First person curler says, hi, from a non-prereq live friendly time zone.
Hey!
Speaking of the art style in this game, have you tried Dungeons of the Endless? I gifted to you some time ago. Tower defense game with some fun add-ons. I think
I didn't play it very much.
I think
I
I
don't
played
remember
it.
why.
Yeah, I think I started it and it just didn't click for me. But that's all I got. Someone in another stream was saying how beautiful Firewatch was. I think it's beautiful.
You're allowed to think whatever silly thing you want to think, Jack.
Good, I will. Good, I will. Everybody's doing that on Twitter. Everyone's doing five favorite games of all time lists right now. There's a whole like, and I'm seeing a whole lot of people whose opinions I generally respect talking about The Last of Us and putting that on their list. I just go, really? This is a thing? People love that fucking game. People love it, Rich.
I hate Naughty Dog so much.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Someone gift us The Long Dark. There's no guarantee we will play it if you gift us The Long Dark.
Then I have no interest in a survival game.
It's not necessarily a genre I care about. There have been exceptions. There have been exceptions. I really liked The Flame and the Flood. That was a really good survival game, but also that game moved. That wasn't
which one was that?
The Flame and the Flood. You're the little girl in the boat, and you got the dog. I did it for a solo stream. You might not have. Not have seen it. It's a resource gathering survival game, but instead of like hunkering down and having to like build a base and then go out and scavenge and like build up your base, you're constantly moving from one island to the next.
Okay.
And that made the progression feel really nice. You could never stick around and hunker down anywhere, which kept the game moving. So I really enjoyed that. How about Jalopy? We did not like Jalopy. Don't Starve. I played a little bit of Don't Starve, and yeah, it became bogged down in base building, and in general, I'm not a big fan of base building.
Can I buy parts? Oh, that's interesting. I can put looks like I can put in a down payment.
Sure. So this is how you kind of like level up stuff.
Yeah, but if I can't afford the upgrade, it looks like I could just put what I have into it and go away.
Oh, that's good. Good. Will I eat donuts with you?
What the fuck kind of question is that? No, I'm not going to eat donuts with you. You're creepy. You're creepy. Go away, kid.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Yes, Death Mullet, Hazel English. That's a fine album. No, I'm not listening to any new music at the moment. I guess I was listening. I was obsessed with that Chance the Rapper mixtape for a long time. A local hip hop artist named Webster X just put out an album that I've been listening to that I think is all right, but no real. Nothing I'm super obsessed with at the moment, music-wise. I've been on an NPR kick recently, which happens every once in a while. Just want to listen to some talk radio. Listen to some weird stories, you know?
History of air conditioning.
That kind of stuff. That kind of stuff.
I actually heard that at NPR once.
I believe it.
And I'm not kidding. I found it interesting. So
all the times. That's what NPR is. They're great.
Is it kind of neat? I don't know what my overall goal is. Maybe they don't have an overall goal implemented yet.
They don't have the story locked down yet. Yeah, that could be.
Well, I mean, is there a boss I'm trying to beat? Is there a destination I'm trying to go to? What constitutes winning?
I have no idea. Potent Potables 1 says there are currently 2 bosses. So...
What is the goal to face the bosses?
I assume. Oh, good, Drunken Weasel. Drunken Weasel says, I got that book, Oryx and Crake. So far, it's good. Yes, I've been really enjoying that. Oryx and Crake. Very fun book. I've actually put off watching that Netflix original movie, Ukja, because the premise seems very similar. Ukja. Have you seen that?
That's the dumbest name I've ever heard.
Well... Really? That's the dumbest name? There's a lot of dumb names.
Ukja?
Ukja. I think it means something in a foreign language. I think it's not an English word.
This doesn't mean anything to me.
The Netflix movie Okja or whatever it's called. It looked interesting, but the premise seems very similar to that of Oryx and Crake. So
Oryx and Crake. Did I unlearn English?
Yes, you did. Oryx and Crake is a book by the same writer who wrote The Handmaid's Tale, which is very, very popular right now. The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
And Oryx and Crake is a sci-fi novel about future times, and it's very, very compelling. It's a good read. Ukja is a Netflix show about future times.
You're saying it with a straight face!
These are the names.
Yes.
These are the names of the things, Rich. Can you tickle the green goo? It's got to do something, right?
No, it doesn't do anything. I'm just running around, and it's not at all clear to me what I'm supposed to be doing, because it looks, it's teleporters, it's non-linear. I don't know. Am I looking for something? What am I looking for?
I cannot tell you.
What is I don't know what progress is. It's
all I can tell you about is Ukja and Oryx and Crake.
Well, stop. I'm enjoying the combat, but I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing or what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's fine.
Unless this is early enough,
Oh, well, you fought him before.
All right. All I'm supposed to be doing is running around at this point because it's early access. They don't have that much implemented yet. I don't know.
That's fine. And Skirpeel, we have already told you about. It's okay if you like movies that most people don't like. Just enjoy the movies you enjoyed. You can stop saying that. If you enjoy Batman vs Superman and Suicide Squad, that's great.
What are they have said? This is because we didn't like those movies or something?
No. They've copy pasted the same comments a couple times saying, "Hey, Jack, I like movies that other people don't like Suicide Squad and Batman vs Superman.
Think that makes you special?
Do I need help? Is there something wrong with me?" And I'm just letting them know that no, there's nothing wrong with you. You like the things you like, and it's okay to like the things you like. Just settle down.
Well, unless you like murdering people or...
Okay, fair.
Do you like Nazis?
Right,
no,
then you're wrong. Right, boom. You're right. I guess I meant in, consumption of pop culture media.
Lousy Nazis.
Right, unless the movies you like are Nazi snuff films, you can like whatever you want.
Wait. Nazi snuff films? Are they snuffing out the Nazis? Because it's okay to like that.
I guess in my head, a Nazi snuff film was a snuff film starring Nazis, so it could go either way. That's a coin flip. Either they're doing or they're being snuffed.
So it's either good or bad. It really depends.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what else we're watching parts of, and it's really great?
What?
Blues Brothers. Do
Oh,
you remember the
Brothers.
Illinois Nazis?
No, I don't remember.
Oh, they're being chased by Nazis for part of that movie.
Are they?
They're in these little Volkswagen cars, these German cars driving around chasing them after them.
That's a great movie.
That's when they fly off the bridge.
At the end?
They filmed that in Milwaukee, the bridge downtown, before it was done. Yeah.
I knew that.
Near the end.
Mm-hmm.
The Nazis drive off the bridge after the Bluesmobile does a completely impossible backflip over them. Flight of the Valkyries is playing, and then just the comical exaggeration of the fall, where they fly off the edge of a bridge that's uncompleted, yet somehow they're taller than the fucking skyscrapers around them when that car is falling.
That's a great.
That's a beautiful scene.
That movie in general, great.
Yes, that whole ending of that movie, that spectacular chase scene where they're fucking driving 120 miles an hour in fucking downtown Chicago. The fucking army is storming Daily Plaza when they're in the office, waiting for the guy to get back from lunch. 5-minute break. You see the army storming in?
Yes.
Oh, that movie's so fucking great.
I agree. That's good. I agree. You know what? I've been catching up on Game of Thrones. The new season of Game of Thrones started, and
I lost my one sword. That's fine.
And my wife likes to watch Game of Thrones, and so like if we want to sit down and watch something together, she wants to watch Game of Thrones, and so I said, okay, how about we binge together last season, and then we can watch stuff together, and I'll catch up, and
what's this stuff do?
You may only equip one amulet. Damage taken reduced by 10%. Not bad. You don't have the money for it. You don't have the money for any of these. Damage you do up 10%. All right,
Electric whip.
I will get into last season Game of Thrones spoilers. I won't get into anything this season, but I think it is, generally speaking, a very bad show. Game of Thrones. I think it's very poorly written.
I've never watched it. It sounds miserable to watch. Everyone's always devastated because their favorite characters have died.
Yes.
And why do I want to even start?
You don't. You don't. There's no one that you care about that lasts longer than a few episodes. Everyone who who is still around is an awful, terrible person, or someone with just no motivation who you can't empathize with.
I want to root for somebody.
Yes, I want a good guy. I want a good guy I can root for. I hate it. I hate it so much. And that awful actress, the one who was in the Terminator movie that where Sarah Connor goes back in time. Was that Genesis?
Yeah.
She plays one of the main characters, Daenerys Targaryen, the mother of dragons. She's the biddy with the dragons. And her character throughout 6 seasons has had one single motivation and nothing has changed. And I find her to be awful. I hate looking at her. I think she's a bad actress. And I don't like it when she says stuff or moves her face or talks. So I hate her, and a lot of the show is about her. Peter Dinklage is fantastic.
Shit.
Just because he's a good actor in general, but I'm not. You can't really root for him because he's not really doing anything. And she barely accomplished it. Her character is the daughter of the fallen king, and the fallen king had had the 7 kingdoms, but his throne taken away from him because he was the Mad King. He became crazy.
Yeah.
And it's been her goal in life to retake back the 7 kingdoms.
Right.
Of Westeros or whatever. And she learned a little bit of a lesson in season 1 about being a ruler instead of just being a spoiled bitch. But then some shit happened. But then her character almost got interesting.
Yeah.
She took over this town, but before she could go to Westeros, she had to figure out how to do the day-to-day ruling stuff, not just conquer a village, but actually rule over it, make decisions that affect your people. And her character, for a fraction of a second, almost got interesting because, maybe she would have to learn or grow or something, but then she just got in a dragon and flew away. And Peter Dinklage figured out the whole city situation.
Dragon? So this is fantasy.
It's fantasy, yeah. It's like Tolkien-esque. Well, no, there's no orcs. There's no orcs or goblins. Hey, look at that. Look at that.
I didn't see the look prompt. He's dead.
What?
And that's recent.
Oh. Can you take his sword?
No.
Oh.
Oh, I could.
Oh.
Oh, interesting. Jack, nice eye.
Oh, a blueprint for the broadsword.
What do I do with the blueprint?
That's that guy with the blue thing on his back. Now you can give your cells to him. And get that sword. Remember the guy with the blue thing on his back said he wanted blueprints?
Why couldn't I pick this up again? Oh, I was at full health.
You were at full health before, yeah. So in any case, her character...
I don't know if I want to go in there.
Doesn't really move forward, and none of the characters do anything, and any character you like dies, and it's confusing, and there's a lot of backstory that they don't explain properly, and I hate everything, but it's made an interesting turn in Season 6, Rich. Season 6 is where the books stop.
So this is not the guy I got to go to then.
No, the guy with the blue thing on his back.
All right.
Oh. Oh, that was adorable, eh? I don't know.
All right, so they're ahead of the books.
Okay, so now, starting in Season 6, they got ahead of the books. And you can there is a discernible difference in the writing. Characters started making sharp turns and doing things. It was amazing.
Oh, so it's good now?
Well, there's so much bullshit that you have to put up. I barely call it good now. But they actually started towards their end goals that they've been... This has to do something, right?
All right.
Great. What do those do?
Maybe we'll figure out as we go on.
Great. It's great. So in any case, it's been really interesting watching the writing now that they're moving away from the books, and characters you care about are actually doing stuff now. But then that bullshit last season. So spoiler alert for last season. They killed basically the only hero we had left. They killed at the end of season 5. Jon Snow. They killed him. And that's why I stopped watching, because he was the only character I cared about anymore.
Yeah.
And then immediately in the premiere of season 6, he came back to life. Because of magic. And so then there's no more weight to death in the universe anymore. A lot of characters die, they can come back whenever. It doesn't matter anymore, right?
I like Thor's, but this seems to be a better
weapon.
Loadout. Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Nothing. You can't do nothing. I don't know why you think you can.
You can buy that blue bomb thing. And in any case, it's not a show for me, but I've been watching it only because my wife likes to watch it, and we have very little opportunities to watch stuff together, so I put up with it. And complain about it when I'm on the internet.
So now anybody can come back to life.
I mean, seemingly. And other, I want to say, minor characters have been brought back from the dead before, but this was the first major character. But, death is a big thing, because they kill everybody. They don't care if it's a main character.
That's their claim to fame.
That's their claim to fame, absolutely. The whole show started... Oh, this guy.
Okay.
The whole show started with, the person who was supposed to be the hero dying immediately.
Massive damage. That sounds good.
Great. Do I complain about it to my wife? Sometimes. Because she also read the books, and so like I have to ask her a lot of questions, like, who are these people? Did we ever meet them before? No, but they're in the book. Where are these people from? Are they important? Oh, that's somebody's brother? Oh, that's some guy we haven't seen in 4 seasons, and he's back and important now? No, you know what? Arya was great. She just...
Fuck is that?
I think that might be a friend. Oh.
I'm enjoying this.
Arya is great, but she was stuck with the many-faced god guy for how many seasons now? But now that, now she's out, she's doing stuff. It's great.
That whip doesn't seem to do much damage.
I also hope that Maisie Williams goes on to get more work. She's great. She's great, and I like the Arya Stark character. Sansa can go fuck herself. I hate Sansa. I also don't care for that actress. She plays Jean Grey in the new X-Men movies.
Yeah.
But
Wait, new Jean Grey? There's a new. I didn't even know there's a.
did you see Days of Future
No,
Past?
I don't give a shit about the X-Men.
That's true. Yeah, there's a new Jean Grey.
All right, this electric whip sucks.
You learned a valuable lesson, Rich. I am the guy who recommends the Flash TV show and not Game of Thrones. You guys know what my taste is. I am absolutely okay with action schlock. Oh, nice.
How do I go back?
Go back where?
To where I came from.
Teleporter.
I guess I don't really need to know.
Yep.
I need 8 souls or cells.
What's her character? Tomboy trying to avenge her dad, so like Danny, who you hate. Well, one, I hate the actress. I hate that actress. I think she's a bad actress. 2, Danny is doing this whole like I come from royalty thing. So like I am the queen and you will treat me as the queen, whereas Arya is doing a starting from a disadvantage because she's a young weak little girl, and so she has almost a Spider-Man thing happening where she's the underdog. So the characters of Daenerys and Arya are very different. Also, I just hate that actress.
Now, if I buy this sword, do I lose it?
Arya is from near royalty, but she doesn't act like she's from royalty.
I don't give a shit.
It's a whole. Get it together,
Don't
people.
give a shit.
Get it together. Lil Sebastian, I also recommend Legion and Jessica Jones. Yes, but they're not currently, producing new stuff like Flashes. In any case, been watching some Game of Thrones. Haven't been terribly enjoying it, but we're watching it because that's what we're doing. A ton of new shows are about to happen though. We get a glut of stuff in August, which I'm really looking forward to.
What's coming out?
The Tick is happening this month.
That'll be nice.
The Defenders is coming out. Is Thor Ragnarok's coming out this month, right?
Not sure.
I believe Thor. I mean, obviously that's a movie, but we're getting a ton of geeky stuff happening this month. Oh, there's new Broadchurch. That's out already, actually.
So, do I not get back to the old area unless I die? Is that what's going on here?
What old area?
I want to go back to the blueprint guy.
Yeah, where was he?
It was in a different map section thing.
A different map section.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm in a whole different area right now.
Sure. That's right. Wet Hot American Summer 10 years later is coming out. Actually, that's just in a couple days. We're getting so much shit.
So they're doing more Wet Hot American Summer.
They are.
The other one went over kind of meh.
The other one, well, yeah, the other one went over kind of meh, but they're doing another run. Now it's the official sequel. This is 10 years later. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I know I was kind of meh about the first day of camp. But oh my god.
Yeah, that was dumb.
That was dumb, Rich. Yes, without Bradley Cooper. They've actor swapped the Bradley Cooper character.
Does he want nothing to do with it?
Oh, he's just busy. He's a big Hollywood actor.
I don't know these things.
Bradley Cooper's a big Hollywood actor, Rich. And last season, for the first day of camp, they had him only for like a half a day. And so part of his shtick was he was going to be at the big party as DJ Ski Mask. And so they kept cutting to a character in a ski mask, and it was the same character. That was the joke, which I thought was pretty funny. But this year, he wasn't around for any days of filming. And so Adam Scott is replacing him. Rich Hap78 says, every time you go to a new dungeon, you'll encounter the blueprint guy.
Okay.
So, heads up.
So going back just isn't a thing here. Okay.
Moxtronic says, roses are red, violets are droopy. Please explain why Sansa is poopy.
What?
Sansa is a character in Game of Thrones. One of them, the main character who died very early on, his daughter. The show revolves around many old royal families, and they're all fighting for power and whatnot. Sansa had no character. That's why she was poopy. Her main character trait was that she did whatever she was told. And so she was promised to the king, who was awful, and she went along with it and was unhappy. And then she was promised to the king's brother, who wasn't as awful, but she went along with it and wasn't happy. Then she was promised to another person, and she went along with it. Basically, she just didn't... She was a human meat puppet. Like, she was a human torture device where she just did whatever she was told at all times and was unhappy about it at all times. And that's why I didn't much care for her character. And she looks a lot like Boy George. Yes, she looks like a very young Boy George, which is off-putting. Oh, sorry, not the king's brother, the king's uncle. She was with Peter Dinklage for a while. I misspoke. Not king's brother, the king's uncle. A terrible mistake. Terrible mistake to make. I'm so sorry.
Riveting.
Riveting. Yep. Game of Thrones sucks now because of people like Jack who haven't read a page of the books.
So you have to read the book? Don't make the show then.
If you have to read the book to make the show worth watching, then by very definition, the show is not good. if you have to read the expanded universe novels to really understand why the Star Wars movies are great, then the Star Wars movies aren't that great. Oh, you can roll dodge.
Yeah. Lost 18 cells.
I'm so sorry.
I am too. That was a lot. I didn't want to lose those.
That is a lot. Did you know you were going to the boss?
It's not even a boss.
I think that's a boss.
That's not a boss.
That's a boss.
It's just a slightly upgraded arrow shooting guy.
Well, that might be the boss that they got right now.
I'm gonna say you're wrong.
He's a guy that you've had to fight several times.
I'm gonna say you are wrong.
And he is powerful. That is boss-like characteristics.
I'm also usually pretty weak when I get to him, though.
Yeah. Potent Potable says that's an elite, not a boss.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
See, he looks just like. Oh, he's dead. He looks just like this other guy.
Listen, that elite had some boss-like characteristics.
How new is this?
How new is this?
Yeah.
It's not even out yet.
Chad, how new is this?
Encephalopathic says, I remember when we called them mini-bosses.
Well, okay. Whether or not it's a mini-boss depends upon how many of them show up later.
Right.
If they end up replacing regular enemies,
yeah,
like completely replacing regular enemies, it's not a mini-boss.
Okay.
Mini-bosses show up here and there a few times.
They're saying this released in May. So just a couple months old.
I'm enjoying it.
It looks very enjoyable. I think I bought it. I think I own this game. And then every time I think about playing it, it's in early access. So I was like, I'll wait till it's done. It is. It's going to be fun.
Is it?
Oh, you know what? I see this tip by Humberto Cabbage Patch that says, I watched... Oh, no, sorry. That's different. But now you made me think of a story that I want to tell. You know what was really upsetting? Is get out of here. Is I was ready to show my kids Big Trouble in Little China the other day. We were gonna have a movie night, and I said, "Hey, let's watch Big Trouble in Little China."
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, that sounds dumb, Dad. I don't want to watch that because they don't know.
Yeah,
And so I was like, here's what it's about. It's about a truck driver that fights magic ninjas. And they're like, they go, all right. And I said, but at the end, a guy's head explodes. And they go, all right, we'll watch that with you. And they were super excited about it, but I couldn't find it anywhere.
Big Trouble in Little China?
Online. I couldn't find it to rent anywhere. Huh. Like a video on demand?
Yeah.
And maybe I was having some internet issues or something, but I was unable to find it to rent.
How am I supposed to get in there?
I don't know.
All right, I like these twin swords.
Skippy, it is not on Netflix. It is not on Netflix. It just left Netflix, yeah. Listen, you got to know what's going to sell it for the kids. They heard a guy's head explodes and they wanted to see that shit. Like magic ninjas, I said there's lots of fighting, there's guns, there's swords, there's some fun.
That would have been enough for me.
There's monsters, and they said but I said a guy's head explodes, and they go, all right, now I'm down.
All right, his head better explode.
He does.
His head better explode.
I think his whole body explodes, right?
Yeah.
But so
you're talking about the guy that pops, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, his head. I don't even know if I would call it a head explosion. That's a full body.
That's a full body. They would have enjoyed that just as fine. So. Oh, it's still on Netflix in Canada. Well,
I've just showed them my copy of the movie. I love that movie.
it's a great movie. It's a great movie.
Good commentary track.
I don't own many DVDs, and so because usually everything you can, and maybe I just wasn't searching in the right areas, but
It's a good commentary track that is largely John Carpenter making fun of Kurt Russell for having starred in Captain Ron.
yes, yes.
All right, so if I go there, I can't come back.
Okay, so Humberto Cabbage Patch says, I watched Nothing But Trouble last night. It was terrible. I think I laughed twice. Discuss.
Really?
Nothing But Trouble.
It's a bizarrely polarizing movie.
Yeah.
Some people just, I don't know what it is. I think some people just either don't get or don't care for the central joke, the central premise, which is we have a protagonist who thinks he's the big, tough action hero.
I watched Nothing But Trouble.
Oh, Nothing But Trouble. We're still talking about Big Trouble in Little China.
And by the way, the first time I read that tip in my head, I saw Big Trouble in Little China.
Did you say Big Trouble in Little China?
Well, no, then I told my Big Trouble in Little China story, but now we're getting back to the tip in which they said Nothing But Trouble.
Okay, Nothing But Trouble? Yeah, it's a bad movie. But it's a fascinating movie. I didn't say it was a laugh a minute.
No.
I said it's worth a watch just for being interesting.
It is one of the most bizarre movies in existence.
It is. See, this review is never. It's never gonna see the light of day.
You don't think?
Me and Jack filmed. I'm fucking. The cat's out of the bag.
Good.
Because this happened like half a year ago.
This happened a while. We the same day we filmed our Demolition Man review.
Yeah.
We also filmed a second review for Nothing But Trouble.
To talk about it, not necessarily because we love the movie, just because we thought it was worth talking about.
Absolutely.
And my point of view on this, Nothing But Trouble is directed by Dan Aykroyd. Right? It was directed by.
And written by.
And written by Dan Aykroyd.
Yes.
And so, you always hear these stories, like, Dan Aykroyd's original script for the Blues Brothers, the size of a phone book. We had to cut 90% of it out. Dan Aykroyd's original script for Ghostbusters was the size of a phone book. We had to cut 90% of it out.
Yep.
He had all these crazy, terrible ideas. And Nothing But Trouble, we finally get to see it.
All of his crazy, terrible ideas.
Nothing But Trouble, when you think about it, like, that's probably what his original script for Ghostbusters looked like to some degree. It's fascinating.
It's
to see Dan Aykroyd finally unchained, and you get to see what he would do, and it's insane.
And here's the thing. There is world building in the Nothing But Trouble universe that will rival the best sci-fi movie.
And Dan Aykroyd's always been good at that.
Yes, it's the mythos of the Nothing But Trouble world is so tight. It's immaculate. It's amazing, but the movie is bizarre as fuck. It is a movie that I remember way back in the day, like before Lisa and I were married, I purchased Nothing But Trouble, and I said, honey, I remember this movie. We have to watch this. And she hated me for it. Like, no. Like, because we watched it, and she's like, this is garbage. What are you doing? And I was like, they rode a roller coaster and landed in a pile of bones. That is something that appears in this movie. Don't tell me it's not the most fantastic thing in the world.
Just realize when you watch Nothing But Trouble that it's it's like Ghostbusters without Ivan Reitman stepping in and saying no.
That's exactly what it is. Or without anyone as charismatic as Bill Murray being there.
Ivan Reitman comes in. He takes a look at this shit that Dan Aykroyd threw on his desk, and he says, "All right, yeah, Dan Aykroyd, yeah, me and Harold Ramis, yeah, you can be there too. We're gonna rewrite this. We're all gonna get together." And you just keep saying things, but we, the two smart people in the room, we're gonna figure something out.
Yeah.
And Nothing But Trouble is Ghostbusters without that influence.
And it's
in
amazing.
A sense.
It's amazing. All-star cast. Big budget. It's absolutely it's a sight to be seen. And you know, I see some people in chat like the video wasn't vetoed. I'm sure just Jay got busy with other stuff.
He says he's eventually going to edit it. I don't know.
I
don't know.
Basically, it's one of those videos, and I know that he did the same thing with his and Josh's review of that Talking Heads movie.
Yeah.
Where he's just like, oh, you know, it'll just be on the back burner forever until there's a downtime, and then it'll come out, if it ever comes out.
Right.
Because who knows when the next downtime is going to be. But nothing but trouble. Humberto Cabbage Patch. No, and like it's not funny, but it's like it's supposed to be funny, but it's not funny. It's bizarre.
It's fascinating.
Yes, it's absolutely fascinating. It's worth a watch. It's really worth a watch.
Like it's not something you are going to be entertained by. It's something that you should study. You know?
Yes.
What? Ooh, what the fuck?
And it's just that perfect, like, you know, Dan Aykroyd was riding off of some high waves and had a ton of clout. He had a bunch of celebrities in it, and he just got to do whatever he wanted. And that's the movie he made. Fascinating stuff. Yes, Beefcake. Elisa was very happy when I was in Canada for a week, so she wasn't forced to watch bad movies. Yeah. Oh, nothing but trouble. Maybe one day you'll get to see the proper review on him. We'll see here. Dick Gentlier says, greetings, gentlemen. It was cool to see Max Landis wearing a Nerd Crew shirt on Jenny Nicholson's show on Screen Junkies. Do you ever watch her stuff? Got my Nerd Crew shirt last month and love it. I subscribe to her on YouTube. I enjoy. I don't subscribe to Screen Junkies, so I haven't seen any of her stuff there. But
I don't. But I have absolutely nothing against her. I watched the Max Landis thing, and it was entertaining.
No, she's good. She has a really nice speaking style, and I think she has a very dry humor and is very funny. So I enjoy her stuff. I haven't seen any of her Screen Junkie stuff because I generally just don't like on Screen Junkies. I think she does more of like, hey, here's the news on Star Wars kind of stuff, and I don't care about that. But she had some very funny videos. I really enjoyed her. She did a funny Suicide Squad one where she was trying to like add logic to the world of Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
it was funny. I think she is a funny lady. And it was great of Max to wear the very cool Nerd Crew shirt.
Yeah. I don't think he could resist it.
Here's the thing, V7XO, I don't think she tries really hard to be Aubrey Plaza. I just think that's how she speaks and acts. Would you please do a review on Close Encounters for the re-release? I'd love to. I'll talk to Jay about that. There's a couple of reviews that I really want to do. I don't know if we'll have time.
Oh, you fuck!
But I don't know if we'll have time. All right.
Die, you little flying fuck.
Die, you little flying fuck. Endocrom says, here's $2 for risking kidney damage with that Tums festival gag. LOL.
How many Tums do you want to bet that I actually ate?
I mean,
4.
Hopefully not that many.
Actually ate 4.
Okay, that's good.
Which is it's an average night for me with Tums. To be honest with you, I've had acid reflux my whole life, so
you should look into some medication for that, some proper medication, so you don't have to eat all them Tums.
Proper medication says don't take for longer than 14 days. I just stick with the chalk tablet rather than the thing that may harm me over time.
Sure. Yeah, get some Zyrtec, some of that daily.
How come I'm coming across areas I can't get into? The other area had is there a potential triple jump that I should have?
Oh, maybe. Or maybe it has something to do with that green thing. Like maybe it's... What if you crouch on that green thing? Like crouch and tickle? Oh, wait, what's that?
What's what?
Now you have like a 2 over your head.
I don't fucking know.
The crouch and tickle didn't work? Usually the crouch and tickle works.
Usually?
I just like saying... I liked the phrase, usually the crouch and tickle works.
Does Chad have anything to say about this seemingly inaccessible area? There was one in the last zone, too.
You unlock items that let you climb vines.
All right.
That's
All
what
right.
they're saying. It's because it's also a Metroidvania. So
Metroidvania where you can't go back to previous era. I'm
I'm
befuddled by aspects of this.
This is what they're telling me. Wait. Well, go to the teleporter real quick.
No, I couldn't.
Huh? Oh, you haven't unlocked another teleporter yet.
I have in the other area.
Oh, well then shit. I don't know, man. I just don't know. The old crouch and tickle. Let's see here. By the way, that was a good episode. That was a fine episode of Best of the Worst.
Thank you.
I got to watch that the other night. I am so upset that I wasn't there for that demon movie. What was it called?
Oh, Empire of the Dark.
That
is fantastic.
The other ones I could do without, but I wanted to be there for Empire of the Dark now that I've seen it. Oh, that looked amazing. Just amazing.
It was a great viewing night.
Oh.
Except for Mad Foxes, which came highly recommended. Just kind of disgusted me.
Yeah. That's the thing. I'm okay with having missed Mad Foxes, but Empire of the Dark, that looked to be classic. Just classic. Old Man Joe Pilato. That's when it had me. Old Man Joe Pilato.
That's when it had everyone.
Yeah. I mean, straight out of a high school production of A Few Good Men. Let's see here. Crane Hand Christ has finally beat the flagship on a Kestrel run. What are Rich's mad NG Taurus strats?
NG Taurus?
Yeah.
You mean the NG ship?
I believe that's what they're referring to. Any mad NG strats?
I don't use the NG drone ship that much. The one that's drone centric.
Yeah.
I usually don't go for drones at all. I hate anything where I'm dependent upon ammo.
Okay.
So me personally,
Yeah.
I avoid drone-based strategies unless I find that one augment. What do they call those?
The perk where you get to get your drone back?
The drone recovery perk.
Yeah.
Then I'll go drones. But I don't have much advice I can give you for that ship because I don't really use it much.
There you go. Yeah, either being dependent on drones or dependent on missiles.
Right.
Yeah, is a terrible situation to be in.
Yeah, I hate missiles, and like I said, if you have the drone recovery arm,
yeah,
it's great, drones. But let's find that. I don't bother.
With you.
It's a big investment for something you're just gonna run out of ammo for.
Oh yeah, and then like if you build up all of your drones so you have a bunch of powerful drones and then no drones to send out,
yeah,
then you're just kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Casual Horse says, "Don't mind me." Casual Horse. I love Casual Horse.
Oh, look at that. A time-based door, Jack. I was too late to get in here.
Oh, fun.
That's interesting.
Fun. Rich saw Dunkirk. I did not see Dunkirk. Rich, thoughts on Dunkirk?
Saving Private Ryan with 80% less heart.
Boom.
But I don't hate it. It was good.
Yep. But I didn't hate it.
I didn't get the feels.
Yeah. Well, no, it's he doesn't do the feels, Rich.
Right.
He does the bleak action. Nolan does the bleak action.
I don't know what to get out of it besides war bad, and I kind of knew that.
Well, but war bad also. All right. Nolan, Jack Checker Joyce, I think everyone can agree Nolan is a great technical director. Nolan knows his stuff.
I could have climbed down and not gotten hurt, but I did not do that.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh my god.
I'm losing those nice swords.
Yeah, you are. What do we got here? Irishman 36. Hi, Jack and Rich.
Well,
Were either of you guys ever into old isometric RPG games?
No.
A la Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, or Diablo?
no.
There seems to be a resurgence of these games nowadays, which is great.
Nothing. Yeah, I enjoy them. It wasn't my thing.
Yeah. Yeah, me either. You liked the the original XCOM, which is isometric turn-based.
I didn't discover that until later, though.
Right. Right.
Back in the day, I wasn't playing the original XCOM. I didn't know.
Because so many wasted years, Rich. Let's see here. Bad news, everyone says, hey, dudes. What's the word on a Star Trek review? Is that...
The bird is the word.
Oh, yeah, always.
I would have done one like a year ago. It's whenever Mike wants to sit down and talk about anything Star Trek related on review, I'm for it.
The bird is a word. Let's see here. No, because, well, and then the latter part of the question, is that show for film only, or could Mike and Rich discuss TNG in general?
I don't know if he's saving it for something special, and it just, come on, it's about time.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. No, and I'm sure review could be about anything, so it could be about TV shows, just like
Shit.
Mike and Jay, did a half in the bag on Stranger Things. It's whatever they feel like talking about.
No, this wasn't that bad. It was the whip I had that was terrible.
The electric whip. That was a terrible one.
These the ones I had? Yeah, these are the ones I had.
Escape Cage says, I love Star Trek, but after Voyager, Enterprise, and Into Darkness, I have severe doubts about the future. That's fair.
Yeah.
Beyond was great. I've just decided
Because they wish it was Star Wars, which it's Trek. It's not. Don't make it be Star Wars.
Right.
But it is what it is. I can't change the people in charge.
That's true. That's true.
I'd rather have those swords.
Let's see here. Cool Trainer Lahendi says, thank you for articulating why Game of Thrones is bad. Hopefully I did a fine enough job. I know a lot of people will disagree with me. It's a very popular show. People like it. And, again, I don't begrudge you for liking it. I just don't like it. And trying to articulate why I didn't like it. And, it's just not my thing. Dead for a while now. Kick it. Kick it.
Nope.
You can't kick him?
Oh, well. Where? Oh, wait, no, he's in the next room. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking
No, I've never seen Vikings. I've heard things about that show, though. Rich, have you ever seen Vikings?
No,
I think it's a show on History Channel.
Yeah, Jim works on that show. I'm pretty sure.
He does work on that show. You're right. I've heard good things. Before I met Jim, I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, I'm back, Jack.
I'm
back in charge.
You did it, Rich. You did it. Let's see here. Solo 567 says, Jack, I recently binged both seasons of The Expanse in 3 days, and I loved it. Fuck yes, The Expanse is great. I remembered that you had talked about it previously, so thank you for that. Have you read those books? I have not. My wife has read them after we started watching the show, actually, because it's such a good... That's the good sci-fi right now, is The Expanse. Oh, man. The situations... or the acting isn't always the greatest, and the characters are pretty stock characters.
Yeah.
In The Expanse, but the mystery and the world, the world, Rich, Mars and Earth, and the asteroid belt, possible otherworldly life. It's awesome. It's great. Get on it, people. If you haven't seen The Expanse yet and you are into sci-fi, get fucking on it. Yes, observation 9000. Expanse. The show Expanse, which is on the Playboy channel, is not the show I'm talking about. Whoa!
Oh, I'm down with that!
Thanks, Lloyd Beats. Lloyd Beats says, Jack, the problem is you like The Flash, so I can't really trust you on what good TV is, which is a sick burn. But...
Wait, do I not get to keep these permanently? Can I start with these? These cost a lot of souls.
What?
These weapons here.
I can only assume that these are the weapons only for this run.
But it took me 3 different runs to pay for these.
Oh, I also don't know, Rich.
What do the people who know this game have to say about that?
Let's see here. They're too busy talking about The Flash.
Fuck The Flash!
They're saying, no, they stay unlocked. But does he get...
Fuck.
So they'll be in shops and stuff now.
All right.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So.
Fuck.
Or in chests or wherever. But you've unlocked them now, so that's good. Let's see here. Anonymous says this is a limerick. There once was a boy named Rich Evans whose laughter went up to 11. Diabetes medication smashed to Mike's elation, and now he screams AIDS up in heaven. P.S. Watch Ozark.
People do know I don't actually have diabetes, right?
I don't think people get it that that's a joke, but in case they don't, that's a joke, everybody. I have no thoughts on Ozark, so. Let's see here. In Doubt Shoot Germans says, hey, my first tip, my movie suggestion, The Blackwell Ghost. It's a bit 1 hour fake documentary, a bit found footage-ish, no jump scares, but with really fun actor and really creepy at times. The Blackwell Ghost. Well, thank you. I did mention that there was a ghost setting up last time while we were streaming. Yeah, sometimes there are ghosts in here, and that's why we have so many technical problems. Is when Mike goes on
That's
his...
why Mike chose this location.
Yeah, when he goes on his ghost hunting adventures, I think he's bringing ghosts back with him. And we don't have a containment device in here, so they're messing. They're messing with us. All right, Casual Horror says, "Hey guys, did any of you see Kung Fu Hustle?"
No.
I did. It's an amazing but polarizing movie. People either love it or hate it, just like pineapples on a pizza. Q for rant on pineapples and go.
I don't give a shit.
Kung Fu Hustle is really cute. It's a bit of a comedy. It's a bit of a satire of old kung fu movies, but it also is a pretty good kung fu movie. But it's a comedy, and I really enjoy it. I think it's very funny. The same director, I believe, did Shaolin Soccer. Did you see Shaolin Soccer?
No.
Again, the same vein of comedy where it's a soccer movie, but you know it's almost like anime soccer where it's so over the top and they have special powers and it's cute.
All right, if you say so.
He also did another movie called The Good, the Bad, and the Weird, which I have not seen. So... No, the cow fight movie was... that was the Steve Odenkirk movie. What was that one called? Where he just took an old movie and redubbed parts of it?
What the fuck is this? What?
Do you remember that?
No.
The
Cow fight?
And there's a cow fight in it. That's Kung Pao. Thank you, chat. Do you remember the movie Kung Pao?
You'd be surprised how many kung fu movies I have not seen.
Brought to you...
I mean, I know I love anime.
You do love anime, that's true. Kung Pao was brought to you by the mind that brought us all of the Thumb movies. Did you see any of the Thumb movies? There's Thumb Wars.
Did you see Thing? Did you see Thing? Did you see Thing?
There's Thumb Wars. There's Thumbtanic. There's the Blair Thumb.
This all sounds awful.
They're not great, but... But he did a movie called Kung Pao in which he reused footage from an old kung fu movie and redubbed people, and then added some new scenes with him in it. And it's silly. It's not very good.
Shit! That was some ass getting kicked.
It's nowhere near as good as Kung Fu Hustle. Kung Fu Hustle is legitimately good. Kung Pao is Kung Pao is I'm sorry. Kung Pao is mediocre. Is mediocre at best. Kung Fu Hustle is very good. Kung Pao is mediocre. Yeah, it's like the worst version of What's Up Tiger Lily. Did you ever see What's Up Tiger Lily? That was
Just how about just list all of the things did you see? Can we let's just get it all out of the way.
People have seen. It's not unreasonable for people to see What's Up Tiger Lily.
Did you see Batman? Did you see Roger Corman's The Fantastic Four? Did you see the Blues Brothers? Did you see RoboCop? Did you see Wild at Heart?
No, What's Up Tiger?
Did you see Scanners?
Wait,
did you see Look Who's Talking?
Wait, have you seen Wild at Heart?
Did you say Look Who's Talking too? I have.
Wild at Heart is the movie about the diving horse. It's great.
Wait, which is the one? That's not the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's Wild Hearts Must Be Broken.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about young Nick Cage. where oh god, what's his name? Green Goblin.
Willem Dafoe.
William Dafoe's head gets shot off with a shotgun. Did you see Black Stallion? Did you see Goosebumps? Did you see Murder, She Wrote?
Okay, no. Wait. What's Up, Tiger Lily is a movie that people have seen. And yes, I have seen Murder, She Wrote.
Did you see Casablanca? Did you see Gone with the Wind? Did you see Stargate?
I did see Stargate. I loved Stargate.
Did you see Stargate SG-1?
I did not see the TV show. I like the movie. Okay, no. What's Up, Tiger Lily is a Woody Allen movie. So that's people have seen that. And it's the original version of taking old footage and redubbing it. So a lot of people know What's Up, Tiger Lily. So I'm sorry, Rich. Wild at Heart is Nick Cage. I was thinking of Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken, the schmaltz movie about horses that dive into water. If you've ever seen that movie, it's about a young girl who runs away from home so she can ride a horse off of a diving board, and it dives into a shallow thing of water. It's called Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken.
Okay.
It was very popular in my household as I have an older sister. The girls love it. Because it's about riding horses and being wild at heart, and how they can't be broken. Your wild hearts, they can't be broken. No, they do not have diving masks. That's why they're wild. Okay. But how did it end? Can Wild Hearts be broken? I'm not going to spoil it for you. You watch that yourself. Thank you. Thank you, Colonel Rich Mustard, for reminding people that I grew up on a farm. We didn't have many movies, but we chucked corn at each other. All right. Where were we? Future.
Did you see Dracula? Did you see Young Frankenstein?
Yes, Young Frankenstein. I don't. You know what? I actually have never seen Bram Stoker's Dracula. You know, the big Dracula movie, the big Dracula movie from, what was that, the mid 90s?
I saw it. I don't remember it too well.
I never got around to seeing that. Yes, I've seen Young Frankenstein. Roll, roll, roll in the hay. Young Frankenstein is great. Yes, I saw Life Force. I saw that at B-Fest. Life Force played at like 1:30 in the morning at B-Fest. It was fantastic a couple of years ago.
Did you see Day of the Dead?
I have not seen Day of the Dead, no.
Did you see Dawn of the Dead?
I did see Dawn of the Dead. Both of them.
Did you see Creepshow?
No.
Did you see Gremlins?
Yes. I did not see Afternoon of the Dead, and I did not see...
Ooh, I like this little chest.
Wait, you have
I
outraged...
opened a cursed chest.
Take one little hit and you're dead. Eliminate 10 enemies to lift the curse.
That's sweet.
All right. Ten enemies. So if you take one hit, you're dead.
Yeah.
Tough call.
Now I gotta choose. That broadsword. I was doing better with these daggers. That broadsword's neat.
That broadsword was really neat. Yes, we have both seen Things, and we will never see it again. Things.
Yeah, I hate things.
Things. All right. Future J says, good evening, gents. In September, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, will be re-released in theaters for at least a few days. Either of you plan on seeing it?
Where? That's the first I've even heard of this.
In theaters.
I might.
Marcus does a lot of stuff like that.
They're doing Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Are they?
Yep.
Oh, that's neat.
A few days, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I know.
That sounds like something that I want to go to.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah! Fucker.
One hit, Rich.
That's fine.
Con. So for the 35th anniversary. Yeah, Marcus does stuff like that all the time. So I can only imagine that they'll do it.
If I had to choose, I'd probably rather see Raiders on the big screen. I've already seen one. It was like a small kind of thing, like what that one Marcus does with showing old movies. I've already seen Star Trek Wrath of Two.
Oh.
Wrath of Khan, Star Trek 2 Wrath of Khan on the big screen.
Okay.
I've never seen Raiders on the big screen.
Raiders would be great on the big screen.
Yeah, it would.
It would be great on the big screen. Frankenwest says Bram Stoker's Dracula is one of the most visually appealing movies on one hand. On the other hand, it's also kind of shit. So I just never got around to seeing it. I have no particular reason. Just never got around. I want to see both on the big screen. I haven't seen either on the big screen, and so I would like to see both. If Raiders is coming though soon, I might not be able to see it in theaters, unfortunately. If it's like this weekend.
I think it is.
Yeah, then I'm gone. Then I'm gone again.
August 6th or something? 6th, I think?
Yep, that's this weekend. Oh, I'm going to miss it. I'm gone again. I'm out. Getting out of this two-horse town. Admiral Marcus? No, we have a chain of theaters here called the Marcus Cinema. The Marcus Theaters. Marcus Cinemas. And so there's a bunch of Marcus theaters here in the Milwaukee area. And they're pretty good about doing special event screenings like that. Yep, I'm going back to Canada. I'm going back to Vulcan. There's some more things I got to check out. No, I'm heading up north. No theaters where I'm heading. Up north. Yeah, Wicked Scott the Artist. That's what the Marcus has. They have the new, like, Ultra Loungers. You know, it's just like a giant comfy seat that's a recliner. It's great. You can lift up the armrest to turn it into a love seat. Or keep the armrest down for personal space and cup holders. So.
Jack?
What?
Did you see Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan?
Have I seen it? Oh, we're back to that. Yes, I have seen Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. I love Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. I think it's a really good movie. I think it's a really good movie, even though it's weird to see Kirstie Alley that young. Because I'm used to her being an older actress. It's also weird to see her as a Vulcan.
No, I remember when she was on Cheers. I remember her as a younger actress.
Right. You and I have different perceptions of Kirstie Alley.
Yeah.
To me, she's the mom, and look who's talking, okay?
You weren't that old then, Jack.
Well, older. I don't know.
Please.
Please.
Look who's talking old.
Please tell Rich that bomb is not one use. It's infinite, but with a recharge time. If you choose the bomb as one of your weapons. Oh, see, there you go.
Nice.
There you go.
It's good to know. I'd like to get in some of those fucking areas I can't get at. Whatever this grappling hook upgrade is that I need it soon.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I was looking into the other day? A while ago, I was talking about, speaking of Marcus Cinemas, a while ago I was talking about how much I hated having to drive to the big chain theater instead of seeing movies at my local theater. I have a movie theater just a few blocks away from me, within walking distance of my house.
Yeah.
But I often don't go to see movies there because they play a lot of movies in 3D.
Yeah.
And I hate that.
Recall this problem.
And I've written them to say, hey, I would go to the movies more often if you didn't have movies in 3D. Heads up. And someone in chat recommended, someone apparently made what they call 2D glasses.
Yeah.
It's glasses you can wear to see a 3D movie in 2D, but they're not available anywhere. I did a little research, and actually what you can do is take 2 pairs of real 3D glasses.
Switch them out so you got two the same side.
Yeah. Take the 2 lefts, take the 2 lefts.
Basic logic.
Basic logic. Right.
But then you're paying extra to see it still.
You're still paying extra to see it, but I would mitigate that money by walking to my local theater, and, not like it takes it doesn't take a couple bucks to drive to my other theater, but, hey, I can walk to the movie theater. Still, but,
Oh, timer. Health.
So, I was excited about that. So next time I'm at the movie theater, I'm going to steal me a couple pairs of real 3D glasses so I can hack a pair of 2D glasses so that I am able to partake in my local theater in case they have any 3D movies there. So pretty excited about that. Me too, S. Carson. I want 3D to die. And it's extra insulting because barely anyone is shooting in 3D anymore. Everyone is post-converting to 3D because it's just so much cheaper to post-convert, and it looks bad, and no one likes it.
What's the strat?
Mad
70?
traps and trap strat.
Guess in the long run that's worth it.
Let's see here. Pre-Reckon My Ass says, "Hey, Jack and Rich. I heard Karen says she likes Squirrel Girl.
Yeah.
And I think Jack said he reads Captain Marvel. I read Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
Have either of you heard about the Make Mine Milkshake controversy over at Marvel Comics?
Nope.
Nope.
What is the Make Mine Milkshake controversy?
People who are lactose intolerant are upset about milkshakes.
It's entirely possible.
Sorry, I have not heard about that. So we have nothing to add. Let's see here. Dr. Strong Squire. Oh, God. Dr. Strong Squire says, wanted to say completely agree about Dunkirk, Rich.
Thank you.
But have now been told I'm just wrong by most of my mates. And because they say mates, I assume they're from England.
Right.
So
That's probably a bigger deal over there.
Well, you have to, any...
It's a patriotic thing. Don't support the troops.
Yep. Come on, that's history for you. I guess it's history for us too. It's just history we don't care about.
It's not it wasn't as big an event. I was completely unfamiliar with the whole scenario.
Right.
Anything World War II before Pearl Harbor? I don't know much about.
That's when our history books start.
That's when we cared.
Yeah, that's when we started, getting into it. Let's see here. Have either of you... no, where was it? I thought it was a good cinematic experience, just no characters I cared about. That's classic Nolan. Oi, mate, God save Nolan, and tit, and tea time.
Tit, cheerio.
Tit, cheerio. No, and I read, not getting into any controversy because Rich and I don't know about anything, but I also read Squirrel Girl. I think those are fun books. They're adorable, that Squirrel Girl.
I'm the only one that doesn't read comics.
You're the only one that doesn't read comics. But no, I think Squirrel Girl's great. Miss Marvel is the book that I read the most. Just because I think that's the closest I will get to that classic Spider-Man feeling. Underdog. I love me a good underdog story, Rich.
Yeah. All right, just want to go down there, get my ass kicked, and then repeat.
Yeah. But also Archer and Armstrong I'm still reading. Still enjoying that. Hey, ooh, all right. Doing good, doing good. Keep going, keep going.
Jesus, he's good at kicking my ass.
I think you have to roll like 20% more.
Bombs were doing nothing.
Yes. Well, you know, I think the bombs were doing really good. He had like little henchmen guys. Your bombs were good at taking out the little henchmen.
I'm dumb for not using my health potion, but
Oh, sure.
I'll get better at shit like that over time, I'm sure.
I have not read an issue where Miss Marvel was pregnant, so I don't know about that.
What?
Someone is saying, wasn't Miss Marvel pregnant in an issue? Miss Marvel is a teenager.
Teen pregnancy is
Teen pregnancy is an issue. They were doing a special issue, and it was an alien, and the alien was taking over her body. It was a whole thing. Not that I remember. I don't recall her being pregnant in an issue. Oh, you mean the old Miss Marvel? Yes, the old Miss Marvel. See, there's many Miss Marvels. The person who is now Captain Marvel.
Which old Miss Marvel?
The person the person who is now Captain Marvel, formerly Miss Marvel, was pregnant with an alien being that used the pregnancy to rebirth himself into this universe. He extroed her.
Okay.
An alien extroed her, and then fell in love with her, which is creepy. It turned into a whole thing in the
What
Miss
happened to
Marvel
my blood
universe.
sword? Did the blood run out? Oh, that was a different run. That was last
You died,
run?
yeah, I was going to say.
Is that last run?
You died.
Jeez, doesn't feel like last run. It feels like this run. But I guess it wasn't. It was not to be.
Jack's explanation sounds less stupid when he mentioned extra. Well, that's true. It's what happened. He brainwashed her and used her body to birth him into this dimension, but he was also in love with her, but then he kidnapped her, and if I remember correctly, like, she was an Avenger at that point.
Whoa, what was that?
Oh, whoa!
What was that? Why did that happen? Why did that happen?
How did you do that? What do you have to do? Kill all enemies and make it to the exit without getting hit. You have 1 minute and 47 seconds. Good. Doing good.
What? How did I... What did that?
Maybe it had something to do with tickling the monster. I don't know. I'll be right back.
All right. Was that down here? Yeah, it was. Save your life once. All right. All right. I'll give it a shot. Can't afford any, but anyway. All right.
What happened? What'd you do?
Nothing much yet.
Great. Oh, okay. Oof. What? I don't know what that means, but I think Squirrel Girl's a great book.
Somebody doesn't like Squirrel Girl?
Someone doesn't like Squirrel Girl, or
Fuck 'em.
she was good, but now she's whatever. I don't know.
Fuck him to death.
Fuck them. Squirrel Girl's great.
Fuck him to death.
Death. Tickle the Monster is a ladder you can unlock by beating the elite archer on the second stage.
All right. All right.
So after you beat the elite archer, you can start tickling ladders. You and 4,000 other people agree. Crazy that Marvel sells less. No, remember that was the whole Marvel controversy book, is they're selling less books now. Or they're selling less
Whatever.
physical books, but they're selling more digital books. Because, you know, that's a thing that exists now. But no one likes buying physical media anymore. But they're doing well in the digital market. And really, the amount of books they sell doesn't matter because their books now are nothing but test markets for future movies or TV properties. So Marvel doesn't care about books anymore.
That's true.
They care about pilot episodes for their movies and TV properties. That's all they really care about. Ooh, secret discovered. Let's see here. Texas Panhandler says Rich.
What?
Nope. No, it doesn't say Rich at all. It says Star Trek The Motion Picture is a great flick and worthy of a review. It's a fantastic sci-fi story with Star Trek trappings. It's definitely a favorite Star Trek movie for me.
Okay. I like Star Trek the Motion Picture.
Yeah. Is that your favorite of
No.
the Star Trek movies?
I think overall, Wrath of Khan's a better movie.
Mm-hmm. I know you're fond of the motion picture.
It's in the spirit of Star Trek. Just weird science thing. Discovery unknown. What's out there. You know.
Yeah.
Not we gotta blow up the thing or...
Do I need to get all on the digital train now? Everyone's on the digital train now. Well, most people are on the digital train. Every once in a while, I miss not having like a physical book. You know? every once in a while, where it's like, oh, I would like to actually physically turn pages, but then I just remember that I have everything I could ever want on, a computer or an iPad. I can have every piece of entertainment ever made on my phone at this exact moment, so I'm going to be okay with not having to physically turn pages.
Oh, is that it? Yeah.
Let's see here. Brick Yeager says, "Hi, Rich. Didn't see it. Regards."
See what regards to what?
That's it. It says, "Hi, Rich. Didn't see it. Regards."
Who said what?
Brick Yeager said this.
All right.
And "it regards" is one word. Do you know anything about "it regards"?
Nope.
Great. That's all I got. That's all I got. Anonymous says, "Hey, Rich."
Hey. Hey, yo.
Okay, that's a fun, jokey comment about you and anime. I'm not even going to read it.
All right.
It's a fun, jokey comment about you and anime. Let's see here. Ali Raza says, "Hi, Jack. If you like Kung Fu Hustle, you should watch God of Cookery. It's an early Stephen Chow film. Kung Fu meets Iron Chef. It's our Thanksgiving tradition. And as always, thanks for the shirt." Okay, yeah, I like Stephen Chow. He's the guy that did Kung Fu Hustle and Shaolin Soccer and The Good, the Bad, the Weird. I think he did a kids movie too, right? He did a kids movie.
I could use some health. I know I got a potion. Use the potion. I gotta hold it apparently.
Oh, not yet.
Oh, I hit the heart. All right.
Ooh. This room permanently gives you the ability to grow climbable vines. Tickle, tickle. You've got the achievement
All right,
tickle,
all
tickle,
right.
Rich. You
Yep, there we
got
go.
the tickle.
There we go.
There you go. Nice job. Well done.
Not really. Kind of
Well.
shittily done.
Well,
Shittily done.
basically your ass got saved by a magic item,
Yeah.
but you got that magic item in the first place, so that's good on you.
I didn't earn it so much as I paid for it.
Oh well.
I didn't.
Okay, so
It's part finding it, part paying for it.
So you bought the win.
I earned the money by killing monsters.
You're like the Yankees of this game.
Yeah.
You bought the victory. Congratulations.
Jack, are you making a baseball joke?
I did make a baseball joke.
What? I don't disapprove, but I find that unusual. It's an unusual behavior.
It's
for
unusual
Jack.
behavior for me, absolutely, but I think it's widely known that the Yankees spend a lot of money on their talent. And so that's I don't know much about baseball, but I know that's the joke to be made. So,
You're pro, Jack. You're pro.
I do what I can.
Can I get to the next?
Oh.
Come on!
Oh.
Come on!
Oh, 22 cells gone. I'm so sorry, Rich. Huff-Hearted says, "Hey guys, I've had the worst week at work. I came home, opened YouTube, and watched two men debate on why one of them couldn't snap their fingers. Thank you for giving me a better perspective on life."
I don't know that I'd call that a debate. It's just I can't snap my fingers.
I think I want an entire video dedicated to me training you on how to snap your fingers.
It's not worth it.
Huh? You say that until you can snap your fingers and realize how awesome it is. It's great. It's great just to snap all day, Rich.
You're gonna get arthritis.
Huh?
You're gonna get arthritis.
No, you're gonna be able to do so many things. You can go to the dance club now and
Why
snap
the fuck
along.
would I want to go to the dance
Snap
club?
along with all the other Hey Daddy-O's. Yeah, Rich doesn't understand the importance of snapping, but I feel like once he gets there, as soon as he snaps once, he'll understand how cool it is. Let's see what we got here. Brick Yeager says, "Hi, Jack. Heads up regarding 2D glasses. I don't see 3D because of health issues, and the 3D movies still look like shit."
I don't see it because they look like shit.
They often apparently if you use the 2D glasses, they often make the background blurry in efforts to boost the stereoscopic 3D effect. Ah, shit! I just gotta wait till they stop making those dumbass 3D movies. I hate them. They look like garbage.
Does that let me fall safe from any height?
Test it out. Yeah, I could never do that. Like, Rich can't snap his fingers. I can't do the whistle where you put your fingers in your mouth. Have you ever been able to do that?
No.
It's always fascinated me how people can do that. I've also never spent any large amount of time trying to do that, so maybe I could.
Ruby amulet grenade. I want the big broadsword. God damn it! Give me a nice sword.
Nope. Let's see here. Future Jay says, in your story about being in the same theater for Spider-Man, it was mentioned that Mike hurried off to avoid being recognized in public. Is there a story behind this for Mike? No. No, there's
He
not.
just wants to be left alone.
Yeah.
That's the story.
It's a great story.
He's uncomfortable with. He's shockingly shy about that.
Yeah. I mean, he barely likes talking to us. Could you imagine someone else? Yeah, no, there's no story. Also, I know it's important to go and film the episode as soon as you're out of the movie so you can start editing it right away to get it up as soon as humanly possible. And so I'm sure that was the other part of him was, if I get caught up talking to you guys, we're not going to be able to start filming as soon as I would like. And you never really want to talk about the thing you're going to talk about on film before you start filming, or else you might say something really funny and waste that magic moment that you could have on camera.
Because, we don't have scripts like that.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, and if you have a funny thing to say, or if you have an insightful thing to say, or just something that'll get a reaction out of the other person, you never want to waste that reaction off camera.